Hi. This is my very first unboxing video from Christmas. This is the new toy, one of the new toys that I got for Christmas. It's a Dell Inspiron Duo netbook, which means I can get rid of my Acer netbook now. And I've been dying to get this open and play with it a little bit, and that's what we're going to do right now. So this is a Dell Inspiron Duo netbook, and it comes with the JBL speaker dock that has other things in it, and you'll see that in a second. So, wow, an actual manual. Look at that. You don't get that anymore. It's an actual setup guide. It's different. These are probably for, it's smaller, so it's probably for the computer itself. So let's take this out of here. It's red.
Like your hair.
Yeah. Beautiful thing out of here. So there it is. You can see it's got rubberized outer shell. That's Cricket. So it's got a rubberized outer shell, and then it's shiny here in the middle, and you'll see why that is in a second. But I like the rubberized finish. It's quite nice. So let's unbox everything so you can see. This is a quite heavy speaker dock, Dell, on the back, but you can see it's the JBL speakers. And what's nice about the speaker dock is that it has all these extra ports in the back. So you have a SD card reader and 2 USB ports and your LAN port, which is nice to have. It's really hefty. I don't think I'm going to be traveling with this because it's so heavy. Can you believe how heavy that is?
I know. It's like 5 pounds.
There you go. That ought to tell you. Down on the floor there. But here it is. The Dell Duo. It's very well made. It's very, it has some heft to it with the gunmetal gray interior. Running Windows 7. It has an Intel Atom chip, and it has 2 gigs of RAM. The power button is on the side, right here. As you can see, it does not have very many ports on the outside, and there is a reason for that, because this is going to function as a tablet as well. But right here on the side, you have these nice, and I kind of like that these have a really solid cover here, but you've got a couple of USB ports and a headphone jack on the side. It's really nice and solid. The rubberized is nice, and unlike most netbooks, the power button is on the side rather than in the front or up here. And it's starting Windows 7. And the reason that I got this, obviously, it is because it's very pretty, and I like the pretty, but I've had a netbook for a while, and my last netbook was an Acer, and I've had it for a couple of years, but it doesn't really have the kind of power that I need, and this one has another gig of RAM and a much more powerful chip and a bigger hard drive. It says a 320 gig hard drive. It's the chiclet keyboard. But I've been wanting a tablet too, and I didn't want just some overgrown phone. I wanted a tablet that I could actually use to do computing on the road, and that is what this is in addition to a netbook. So it's starting Windows 7 for the first time. Oh look, it has a pretty red background for the Windows 7 that matches the color of the computer. Now here is where it gets interesting. And I hope that's the right password that I put in there earlier. So I'm not sure I did that with this red one, because we had to take one back. Remember? We had to we took the black one back to get the red one. So here it's brought up its standard thing. It's got Bluetooth and standard stuff that every netbook or laptop has right now. The battery's full. Cricket is very happy about it. Now this does have quite a bit of bloatware on it, so we're going to be doing some changes to this one, because obviously we're not going to be activating McAfee anything at all. So
wait, you don't show them about the key, you don't even have to use that.
Well, no, I don't. But I'm just trying to get rid of this. Can you? I just want to get rid of this because I don't want to activate this right now. Here, okay, there. So it's gone. So here is the really interesting thing about this netbook and why I wanted it. And that's this.
You have a tablet.
And I have a tablet. Now it's running Dell's Stage interface here, which is okay, but it's not as fast as this computer should be, given the specs that it has. As you can see, it's a little slower, and I just think that's because of Dell's the skin they have it running when it flips over to being a tablet. But this is just to do your standard stuff, and you can go to back to Windows on the touch screen part of it. So this basically turns into a 10-inch tablet running Windows 7 with 2 gigs of RAM and a 320 gig hard drive and high definition graphics. And the touch screen you can use whether it's in tablet mode or not. So this is still a touch screen, and that's kind of cool. Cricket thinks so too. I haven't really calibrated any of this yet. We plan to dual boot this with a developer's preview of Windows 8. And I can't wait to see how much faster this is with the bloatware gone and Windows 8 on it. And I know that we've got a deal with the local store that when they're ready to sell the demo model, we plan to get another one of these. Because I intend to use this in Vegas to take notes on. So this is just kind of my first time really beginning to play with it. And I will let you guys know what happens as I learn a little bit more about this computer and use it a lot more. I think it is very cool. I'm not sure even that you can get these right now. They had some poor reviews in the beginning, but I think that is because of the slowness of the bloatware. And from what I understand, if you optimize this with once it has Windows 8 on it, it's blazing fast. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing with it, although I don't mind Windows 7. And of course I use a Windows phone, so this is going to integrate quite nicely with the phone that I use and my PC upstairs, all using Windows 7. But there's tons of videos and stuff about these online, and I'm quite interested in how it's going to function as a tablet, because really the tablets that I've seen just don't have the kind of power that I would like them to have. And there it is in the dock, which of course then will give you killer JBL speakers. And it charges while it's in the dock as well. And the nice thing about this is you can also, you know, let me get back in here. Cricket is upset that I got the password wrong. The nice thing about this is that this would be a great way to watch movies in the dock, or even just use it as a picture frame if you wanted to. But
yeah, your screensaver, your like My Photo screensaver would be nice.
yeah, that'll be nice, and having the Windows Media Player open so that I could do whatever. I actually opened Chrome instead of the Media Player. I think it's pretty cool, given that we've been looking at a lot of tablets lately that just aren't fitting the bill.
Well, they're not powerful enough. You can run graphics. You could run Photoshop and everything else off of this. You could run a mobile studio if you had to. We can plug the blue USB microphone into this, and we can do a podcast off a tablet.
Yeah.
Did you seriously just click Angry Birds?
No. I would never. I would never do that.
You should test the speakers.